If it wasn't for fun, life couldn't survive. He is the one that we need, like the sunshine. If it wasn't for fun, life couldn't survive. He is the one that we need, like the sunshine.
I'm a mystery, the mist don't mean shit to me. I come from the rain, but that's just some ancient history. A savior was born when God created spores. Find me on the end of your stick like you're making s'mores. Symbiotic exchange, yeah, we save resources. The flow's balanced, it allows us all to stay in orbit. Psilocybin, I can show you where the sacred source is. Make your spine stand up like a stegosaurus. I'm the reason that your lungs are breathing. Whether or whether not you wanna believe it, I eat you in.
What's happening, everybody? Alright, so here's the neat part of this process. I'm still making my RSO, and even though I have used probably 8 or 9 of these little burritos here, this is what's on the inside. Oh boy, my hands are going to get all sticky now. So each one of these little burritos contained a little over an ounce. Tastes good. And every single one, I've used 8 or 9 of them, and I put them right up in here and collected all of the alcohol soluble compounds out of the cannabis. So now I get to reclaim my alcohol, and it's coming back totally clear, and I get to use it over and over and over again. I do lose a little bit every time because I do have to leave a little bit left in here. I'm going to pour it in the dish here, and if I evaporate 100% of the alcohol out of it, it'll be impossible to push it through a plunger. I store it in syringes, not with a needle tip or anything on it, but yeah, just a syringe, and put it into a capsule, and all it takes is a really tiny bit for it to actually do its job. A 3 cc syringe will last me months. Many doses out of it. It literally only takes about the grain of an uncooked, or the amount of an uncooked grain of rice in order to actually take care of the pain and do its job. So yeah, this is pretty neat. I figured I'd show this part of it off too. If you're quick on my videos and you happen to see it before YouTube removes it, you can see the process of how this is all done. Shit. Yeah, I joke. But my last video, I found out it was removed because I had stated that it had cured, yep, there's that word, an illness that had gone against what our government's health advisory or health something, basically it went against what our government allows us to say. So YouTube just struck the whole video down and gave me a warning. So I'm not allowed to tell you it cures anything. Yeah. It helps with pain. I guess I can say that. Maybe. I guess we'll find out. Shit. I'm not trying to push, I'm not trying to push YouTube here. I'm just trying to put the information out so people can help each other, and help themselves. Standing here, my back hurts. I've been standing here for a long time, babysitting this thing, and making sure all the ice don't melt. The bucket doesn't have to be filled with ice. It just needs to be real cold. That's the water pump for the chiller here. I got it wrapped in paper towels. It stops the condensation from dripping down. And right here is where the condenser meets this part of it. And if it's filled with water here, it makes it difficult to pull the two pieces apart. I'm still learning. So, yeah. Reclaiming my alcohol. I think that's pretty neat. And that will save me a lot of money in Everclear, because Everclear ain't cheap. A lot of people can't even get it, so being able to reuse it is a bonus. For those of you who cannot get Everclear, you can always distill your own alcohol. You can just get beer or wine and pull the alcohol out of that, and then use that for your extraction. There's ways to get your alcohol, or you could just use vodka. Let me see here, what is it? Bacardi 151. Basically, you want a clear liquor, and the strongest proof possible. Either way, it's gonna work if you want to try to make your own RSO. Alright, let's see if this one gets struck down. If it does, you won't hear from me for a week. And if it doesn't, I'll let you know how I make out. Alright, much love everyone. I will talk to you all soon. There's a lot of goodness in there. Oh yeah. Hey, while I got your attention, I figured I would give you an update on my mugolio, my pine cone syrup. If anybody does try this, they say, burp your jars kind of frequently because a fermentation process happens, and you don't want to build up too much pressure in your jars. Well, I went to check on them and pull them out of my pantry. I had them stacked on top of each other, and they fit perfect inside the pantry, and I mean perfect. Well, I couldn't pull it out. Couldn't pull them out because that little button had popped and crammed them in between the shelves. So yeah, if you do try it, burp them at least once a day. I guess I'm going to have to keep up on these a little more than I anticipated. I have... How many do I have? Hold on. So I made a total of 2.5 quarts of the one with the brown sugar and 1.5 quarts with the white sugar. You can already see it's starting to melt down in there. The sugar's starting to break down after 24 hours. A little over 24 hours. We're probably around the 30-hour mark. Yeah, I'll be giving you updates on these too. Alright, again, much love everyone. I will talk to you all soon.
If it wasn't for